Well, hello everyone, and welcome to NMG League Season 10. This is the Desert Palace bracket with retrommel and FoxLisk, and our comms today are going to be ChecksHuman and Dow. So, with that out of the way, I think I'll just let them take care of it from now and have fun, you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, we are just waiting to get started here. Nothing too interesting at the start, but how are you doing tonight, Checks?
Good, thank you, Dow. Yeah, we have our file names loaded with our generated codes, and we have retrommel versus FoxLisk, and these are two good players of NMG, so it'll be good. We have Retro on emulator today, and Fox on a console of some kind. I don't know if he uses original console. Do you remember?
I do not know the answer to that.
Oh, that's okay. I always ask questions that my co-commentator does not know, just to catch them off guard. Yeah, so I have seen Fox use an NT, but he confirms OEM, original.
Yeah, original hardware saves time on emulator, but actually a reasonable amount of time. But mostly it saves time because it's way easier to play.
Yeah, yeah. The console buff is like when you switch from emulator to console and suddenly your time shoots like way down. I think it has a lot to do with having better gameplay.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly it is. I know, for instance, that when I switched off emulator, which was millions of years ago, my light worlds were 30 seconds faster. I feel like I didn't do anything different. It was just like 30 seconds faster.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's possible based on your emulator's response and frame rate.
Yeah, I was not using the good emulators, so...
And you're still not.
Very true.
But that's okay. We have... So, here we go. Oh, let's see. Retro goes for a 3/ strat. That's pretty cool. I hardly ever see that.
I feel like the 3/ strat is like 20 frames slower or something. Like, it's not that big of a deal. A lot of times strats are really not that different in timing, but I don't know. We're just super... Anytime somebody's like, oh, this saves 10 frames, everybody goes, oh, I should definitely do that.
Yeah. Now it seems to be, there's a lot of strats that some people are comfortable with, and I think it's interesting to hear their reasons for why they're comfortable. Just an interest of mine.
Yeah, like coming up, we have the ball and chain guard, which is like, there's definitely a few different strats for this. 8/ is generally the hardest, but looks like both of them are going to do it.
Yeah, Fox takes a bop right at the beginning, which I find to be very hard to avoid.
And then, yeah, so I think all the different strats in this screen, there's like a 1 second difference between the fastest and the slowest or something. Like, it's not...
Yeah.
Well, 1 second's kind of a big deal, but...
There's a good comparison video of 4 different strats, and it's just pretty funny how quickly they all end in sequence. For a fairly long screen.
It's like, really, it's just what you're comfortable with. One of the problems with 8/ is it's easy to get hit. We saw Fox get hit. We're not really worried about dying in this split, but it's just annoying to take damage when you don't have to.
Oh, yeah. And this segment sets a tone for some runners. So if you're not comfortable being behind your previous best time, then this is your chance to reset early. But we're not resetting tonight. We have a race.
Hopefully no resets. I have seen a reset in a race before, so...
Yeah. Was it all dungeons? I think
It
I
was
might
all
know who you're
dungeons,
talking about.
yeah. I'm not gonna call out any names here, but I have seen it before.
Man, I love how low Retro is pushing the ornamental shelf. It doesn't make a difference, but it's kind of funny.
And we can see on Retro's screen, the input viewer. I love it. And we'll see occasionally they'll be mashing a direction. That's called pumping. It saves some amount of time that I can't give an answer to, but less than 10 seconds. Probably less than 5, but...
Right.
It makes us feel good or bad, depending on how you feel about it whenever you're doing screens.
Yeah. And during this segment, it can save 5 seconds or less. And 5 is only for like a handful of runners.
Retro had a really nice diagonal boom to get the key. Fox had a pretty rough key rat room there.
Oh, okay. We had Retro attempt a slash in front of the exit door, waiting to see if a rat would hit him, and no, there was no rat. So that is an attempt to save on lag frames during this text mashing cutscene, and that can save a second, but that didn't happen this time.
Yeah, it actually really does save like a second. It's ridiculous how much time it saves.
Yeah, multiple frames between every line of text.
Kind of as expected, both runners picking up Sankart. It's just probably the best safety in the game. Costs you 3 seconds, and it makes most splits a lot safer. So,
yep. Especially the Hera and Palace of Darkness segments. Alright, how well are runners holding down? They both held down. And they got through Octorok Overworld.
That's a pretty fun screen when it works, because yeah, you just hold down the whole time and you don't pay any attention. And it's miserable when it doesn't, because you take like 5 hearts of damage. Oh, Fox got the free boom.
Huh?
Fox got the free boom on the statue. Or on the
dang, I missed it. I love free boom. Retro goes for a boom of the popos, and Fox goes for a slash. Interesting that neither runner avoided them. Fox going for a bit of a rupee farm.
I wonder if Fox meant to hit both popos, or if he was, or what? Because you can't get the drop from the right one. So maybe he was trying to advance the back. I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting too. I don't know.
Oh,
Looks like Retro. Yeah, Retro threw the pot down. Easy mistake to make. Just like that, they're kind of synced up on our restream here.
Yeah, it's like a 2-ish second mistake, so not the worst, but not a good one to make. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. Sometimes you can get a red rupee from that Popo, which is very convenient, but here neither runner did. So whatever. We don't really care about the rupee drops. We kind of just want to get one blue rupee at some point, and we're winning. So we're doing fine.
Yeah. More rupees make for less movements later, but it's not a huge deal.
Good damage boost from both of them there. Fox's was a little bit cleaner. And then also Retro had to boom the Popo, which was in his way, and that was cost like another 11 frames or something. So slight difference between them because of that.
We're seeing the runners cancel stair drag, and we saw Fox use a menu buffer at the bottom of the stairs below the big chest.
Yeah, canceling stair drag saves something like 8 frames when you do it correctly. That's, you know, like 0.15 seconds. It's not much, but... Oh, we missed the arrow drop. Oh, Fox is in trouble.
Okay, even before this room, I was surprised Retro jumped ahead of Fox.
Good almost kill, and we're going to see Fox hopefully... Yep, good one there too. Yeah, but Fox had a couple small mistakes. His cannonball RNG was a little bit worse. That's not a mistake. It just happens. And
Skill
he
issue.
had some trouble picking up one of the pots, which is a skill issue, but honestly, picking up pots seems like it's easy. It is so hard to pick up pots fast. Like,
that is true.
You can lose seconds to good runners.
One obnoxious thing about pots is you can pick them up from various pixel distances depending on which side you're approaching the pot from.
And also what direction you're holding.
Yeah.
It's very,
oh my gosh. I thought that was a thing, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, if you can like from certain distances, you can press A and it won't pick up the pot, but then you can press like left plus A and it will pick up the pot.
Uh-huh.
and you're on the same pixel.
Of course.
It's awful. So
I need to look into that.
It generally doesn't come up too much unless you're like frame grinding a room, but
right.
Yeah, there's weird stuff with pots.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you really get to know the you know what's going to happen on each frame, you're going to be less surprised when something inconsistent happens with your movement.
Yeah, and yes, as Vortex is kind of pointing out in chat, by pots I literally mean anything you press A to interact with. So talking to things or picking up bushes, pots, skulls, anything like that. Opening chests, all of this, it works the same way.
Yeah.
Fox got some extra lag on that screen, which costs... It annoys me is what it does. I don't know how much time it costs, but it's annoying.
Some amount of frames.
It's been over half a decade since I remember doing it, but I think it's like 3 frames of extra lag or something. But it's really noticeable when you've seen the screen a bunch.
Oh yeah. All right, into Desert Palace now. Desert, often known as our Boots training grounds.
Yeah, lots of dashing. Big things about dashing are that Link moves pretty quickly when he's dashing, and we often want to stop and start our dashes on very specific pixels. Oftentimes you kind of have a range that you can do it from, but optimally you have exactly one pixel you want to do it from. Landing exactly on that pixel every time is not easy. Retro got drops, but unfortunately the way these screens work, we can't pick them back up on the way out. So looking a little low on rupees here. We'll probably get this rupee pop. We'll see.
Got a little bit of a weird wiggle from Retro's Link sprite. It made it appear that the controller didn't want a diagonal or something. Kind of strange. So I hope Retro's fine. There's always a concern that someone's controller is not behaving the way it should or something.
Yeah, if you're getting like phantom diagonals or something, or you're not getting diagonals when you mean to get them, it makes your dashes really bad, which is really annoying. And it also will occasionally just get you killed later in the game. So we definitely hope that's not the case.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty okay Popo RNG for Retro.
Fox got one of the fast RNGs. Not the fastest, but one of the quicker ones. There's like...
Yeah,
oh, go ahead.
He was able to dash from near the middle, so that seemed pretty good.
Yeah, there's like 100 million RNGs in that screen, but there's more than that on this landmill fight. So we'll see how this fight goes.
Yeah.
With a pretty good first cycle.
Yeah, Retro would have liked more hits on the third worm. Fox got 3 hits on the third worm, which is a good start. Nice. Oh, it's not done. Okay, now it's done. Oh, okay, so both runners finish at the same time.
Yeah, that was just like a Fox had a 3 cycle. I think Retro had a 4. The fight got a little bit away from Retro, as it tends to do if you're after the first cycle, but was able to finish it nicely.
Ooh, I like how both runners did the same strat going through the far right wall to dash down.
Also, both runners menued to boomerang, which is not new tech at this point, but it still feels new to me.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Fox with a bit of a redash, taking it safely. And okay, we're past the most dangerous screen in Light World.
Ooh, Fox got a good swim coming through the next screen, and yeah, it saves some time.
Swimming, another thing where it's really hard to do quickly. Link like accelerates when you swim instead of moving at some speed, so you have to... Everything else he moves at like a set velocity and you can kind of control it, but when he swims he accelerates, so he like slides around and it's difficult to control.
It is.
It's pretty similar in concept to the ice movement, which we'll see later. That's okay. Fox takes it pretty safe around those dead rocks.
Yeah.
and then dodged a boulder.
Wow. Yeah. Both runners have to like avoid the rocks coming out of mirror. Oh my gosh. Retro loses spin speed altogether. And still gets hit near the ladder, near the long ladder.
Yeah, I said the one screen was the most dangerous. Well, that one's close to the worst in Light World. Just like so much goes wrong. We see both runners down 2 hearts, which is a big reason to get the sync heart that they did. Sometimes I feel lucky to only lose 2 hearts on Death Mountain, but
yeah. Okay.
Fox is bullied.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I can't believe that Moldorm caught up to Fox. So if now Fox is at 2 hearts, which is gonna feel a little scary.
The funny thing is, if Fox had not put his sword out, he would have not gotten hit by the Moldorm. But of course, if he had not put his sword out, the Moldorm would have 100% just charged him sooner and hit him. So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah. I thought that Fox was going to release a sword spin to just clear it out.
But that's slow checks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Nice to use the boom strat like Fox did and be able to read RNG and switching to lamp.
Yeah,
Beetle's room.
Nicely done on Fox's side. Retro had a tougher RNG and handled it well. Fox's... Oh, things you hate to see. Hitting the switch. But it makes sense because Fox's health is really quite low here. And by quite low, I mean he... Yeah.
He's fighting for his life.
Retro misplaces the bomb.
Oh no.
While there is a spare in this screen, we want that one for the route, so we are going to need to find another one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hitting that switch, yeah, let you get those hearts there. It only loses a couple seconds, but like... everything about hitting that switch means you got beat up. Means you think the Moldorm fight's gonna go poorly.
It's imbued with meaning.
See Moldor hanging out on the left side, which is not where you want him to be, but nicely done. Good fight from both runners.
Yeah. Both bosses exploding at the same time. Yeah, I liked the way Retro finished that fight on the right side, fighting, holding a sword to the left. I don't know. Looked good. Okay, so, we often see a spin speed, but neither runner go for it. In this case, probably due to RNG.
Yeah, spin speed's just a finicky trick. Technically, due to the way controllers work, it's literally impossible to be 100% with it. You can get close. Due to the way polling works on the controller, not... Unless you could always perfectly, exactly have the 2 inputs be whatever, exactly 60 frames apart, it would never work. Like, you'll mess it up some of the time.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Because you have to know, because you have to hit the, you have to have the 2 inputs at the in the same frame window, and you never know when the windows are.
Yeah. Well, Retro took a hit from the bird, which is going to mess up our Ruby route here. So we'll see if Retro knows the backups. The backups are pretty good, but they do lose. Like, they're really not that out of the way, but it will lose like 4 or 5. I forget exactly how much. A few seconds.
Yeah.
Tree rupees. When you pull the tree, it keeps track of how many enemies have been killed, and if you kill 4 enemies without taking damage, you'll get red rupees, which is what we'll see on Fox's side. Because Retro took damage, and then chose not to kill 4 enemies, we're seeing greens. So there's 1. He needs to kill 4 enemies. Should get 2 on this screen. Yeah, just dash a little further right. We can force a 3rd enemy on this screen. Guard RNG movement is... Oh, that's...
No.
That's not good at all. Okay, so the backup from this point is... We're going to mirror and we're going to get Saha rupees, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
Alternatively, it would be to pull the tree, take no damage in Aga Tower,
Right.
and get the tree pull, which is not a tree, in the pyramid.
Yeah.
Both of those are terrible. We're going to see another issue, which is we saw Fox use beams there on this screen. Retro won't have beams. That's going to make some of these screens more difficult. Notably,
I liked that backup. That was cool.
This screen right here. Okay, good. Kill both enemies without getting a drop.
Yeah, that was good too. That's not easy.
Fox did some tricky movement there to avoid alerting the guards and maintain keeping beams. That's I don't know if it was faster than just like walking through one of the enemies and intentionally taking a hit, but it might have been. It'll make the upcoming room much more can have beams. Especially this one he's walking into right now with the this. Oh, well.
Oops. It's okay.
And this room right after are going to be a bit more consistent with beams.
Oh, okay. So, Retro used more arrows than he wanted to, unfortunately.
He's still got enough, so it's not a big deal. But yeah,
right.
It's always... Arrows are kind of precious. Yeah, we want as many as we can get, is what it boils down to. So using a couple on accident is never fun. And we're into our first, like, really major source of RNG. Aghanim is dumb, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, I will be taking a quick nap, and Dow will take it from here.
That was my job checks. I wanted to take a nap.
Yeah, there's not too much we can do in the Aghanim fight. We tend to attempt to send Aga to the middle of the room as much as we can, because we want to reduce the warping time if we can, but it's still random. There's not much control we have here.
We're seeing quite a lot of blue balls already on both runner sides.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think it was 3 for 3 for Retro.
I think Fox is on 3.
I think so.
At least if Aga's going to be mean, he's doing a good job of being mean to both of them.
Fox got an out-of-bounds boomerang. So that's a win in my book.
As long as we don't get an out-of-bounds link, we're fine.
All right. I believe that was 4 for Fox.
It's more than that for Retro.
It appears to be 5 so far. And counting.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nintendo saw this boss and said, you know what every video game needs? A boss where you reflect their attacks. But at least
6 times.
Yeah. At least in other games, it's not totally random most of the time, I think. Although a lot of times it is still... They didn't learn their lesson, you know?
No, not really. Yeah, so that was indeed 7 for Retro. Retro's, I've seen him get 7 recently, so it feels unfair, but of course it's random every time. Yeah, so Retro has some catching up to do as we go into the Dark World, and that is going also to involve him collecting rupees now. So we'll see him most likely mirror to get Saha rupees.
Yeah, which is gonna cost like 20 seconds. So it's not a good feeling.
Right.
Just the reason he needs rupees, we just saw Fox pay 100 rupees to have Kiki the monkey open the dungeon for us. Yeah, and here we're seeing the mirror. Mirror, of course, takes us back to Light World, and we're right outside Eastern Palace, which is... Now, we don't normally get these rubies in the back here, just because they're kind of slow. Like, they don't seem like it, but they are. Those bombs are also technically a little slow, but Retro was down an extra bomb, so there's... I mean, it makes sense. They cost 2 cents for 3 bombs, which is slower than most other bombs in the route, but it's not slower than most of the bombs that are not in the route, which is what you have to do.
That's a good way of putting it. And yeah, it was over 20 seconds. It was closer to 30.
Which, yeah, is a big time gap, but in Dark World, there are lots of things. We hope it doesn't happen to either of the runners, but there are lots of things that can cost a minute or more worth of mistakes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Fox, what happened? Fox got hit by a fireball trying to push a block to the right.
Coming up on Fox, we've got a screen here which messing up costs about 15 seconds. This bomb jump is pixel perfect in 2 different... Oh, that's not right. That looks good. Yeah, so messing that up, depending on how long it takes you to mess it up, costs about 15 or 20 seconds. But we're through it.
I like how Fox quickly excuse me. I like how quickly Fox went to select buffers, because sometimes it can be a little awkward to go into that position, sort of.
Yeah. He tried a sword buffer, and then as soon as that didn't work, he was like, nope, I gotta do something different.
Yeah.
Oh, Retro having some trouble jumping the ledge. Ledges are... Oh, Fox a little high. Ledges are a little weird sometimes. Great hammer jump on retro side. That definitely saved like 5 seconds on Fox. Which the trick itself saves like 40-ish seconds. So like being forced to pause buffer or select buffer or whatever else is still okay.
There we go. No problem, quick hop on the second try. Second time through. Coming up is the Helmasaur King fight, and let's see how our runners prepare spin speed. Oh, I didn't know that was going to be a key dash.
That was a good key dash.
Fox was able to go through the door without stopping Link. Yeah. So he recognizes the pixels. So here we go. Helmasaur King is another part of the game where it's nice to have Sankheart in a no reset situation. Fox takes 0 damage. Very well done.
Yeah, I had some trouble with the spin speed at first, but through the fight. Oh.
Yeah, so both Retro and Fox had sort of a second try sword beam in the peg room.
Okay. Turtles?
Easy to try to cut. Yeah, turtle party. That can happen. I didn't see exactly what was the cause of that one.
The hammer to the left on the left turtle was like 2 pixels too low or something. So it didn't hit the turtle and just flipped it.
Oh.
And then we got Retro got the unfortunate RNG where the bottom left turtle just doesn't cooperate and kind of runs away, so your first hammer doesn't flip it. I don't know what you do about that, but that was a really good Helma fight. So we're about 1 crystal cutscene difference. This one is one of the longest, about 53 seconds. I think it's 53 seconds.
Fox is making it longer. Yeah, it's a tough room. Especially returning, since the RNG kind of gets in your way.
Yeah, and Thieves Town is a pretty... It's much less stressful split than what we've been up against in the last few. So... I don't know. I feel like Thieves Town is pretty easy.
Sure. I don't disagree.
Unless that happens.
There's the RNG.
The thing about Thieves is that while it's in a pretty straightforward split, and it's generally not that hard, sometimes the game has it out for you, and you take like 5 extra hearts of damage that you didn't want to.
Yeah, and then you're beeping, you're playing it safe, slowing down, all that good stuff.
Fox is really having trouble with spin speeds today. This is one of the few splits in the game where we don't want to take damage. So every time you do take damage in the split, it's a little bit extra annoying.
How do you mean?
Well, we like intentionally bomb jump or anything in other splits.
Yeah.
So if you're down a hard, you're like, whatever. But here it's like, optimally, I would not get hit at all. And so it just, I don't know. Me, it feels a bit worse. Like I'm supposed to be full health, but I'm not. Whereas other splits,
Right.
like, I'm supposed to be down 3 hearts and I'm down 4, so whatever, you know? Like,
Uh-huh. I feel like I give myself a cookie when I end this segment with full health. But you're making me realize, yeah, we don't really have any reason to take damage here.
I mean, sometimes you just do. Like, we saw Retro get hit by the Ropa. There's nothing
Yeah.
you can do about that. Like, well, technically there is, but it would be exceedingly slow. And so we just don't. This is another split where we get like lots of nice long dashes. They're pretty fun to do.
Yeah, this hallway especially. Key pot. Up and down. This nudge is kind of funny too. I like how for some reason it seemed like Fox was not aligned vertically, so he went for like the horizontal nudge.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. The no lag hellway too. And got the
Nice.
perfect dash.
Yeah. Fox is going to be hard to catch in this segment, that's for sure. Once we're past hellway, it's sort of downhill.
Yeah, the only other real kind of things go wrong sometimes is the jail. Or sometimes these crickets just hit you,
Yeah.
even in your dash. I don't know why. They just do. It feels bad. For whatever reason, they do 2 hearts. Like, okay.
Yeah. Well, there's so many heart pieces we should have picked up by now.
Trying to think of the 100% route. How much health we have here? Oh, great job from Retro's side. Great job from Retro on that hellway.
Oh, cool. I had to watch that again. I didn't realize he got the God Pixel too.
We have like... I want to say 10 hearts and 100%, but I can't remember.
Maybe a full line.
I think it's 10. Because you only have 8 hearts in pod in 100%, but you have 3 out of 4 heart pieces.
Well, they have 8 hearts now.
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember how many you get on the... how many heart pieces you get off the split, but...
Oh yeah, there's too much to do in this segment. Nice arrow drop in the prison for Retro. And nice blind fight for Fox.
And we did see a damageless thieves from Fox, which is fantastic.
That's what we're talking about.
Ooh, I thought that would sneak by. Oh, that's...
Oh,
Oh, come on, game.
rude game.
Retro was also damageless other than the Ropa up to that point. Like,
Yeah.
both of them are having pretty good thieves.
And Retro has a nice arrow count of 23 to Fox's 9.
We don't really need to check our arrow count again for a couple splits, but it's good to kind of be on top of it. Oh, that's not good. We're fine.
Blind fight went a little off the rails for Retro, but he cleans it up.
Fox, onto the Skullwood segment. We're going to take a quick detour here to upgrade our sword. This is actually really slow. This takes like 90 extra seconds or something to get this sword, but it is 1,000,000% worth it.
Yeah. It still is a bit it's still a bit mind-boggling to think that if we play a Master Sword run well, we'll enter the Ganon fight before the runner with the Tempered Sword. But the Ganon fight, what do you think about that?
You will almost enter phase 4 of Ganon before the runner with the Tempered Sword does. It's really slow, but that's done optimally, and on average, Master Sword fights, especially boss fights, are gonna lose like 30 or 40 seconds over what's like technically optimal.
Oh yeah.
So
I believe that.
So if you ever find yourself doing low percent runs of this game, if you enter GT ahead of your NMG splits, you're probably doing pretty well.
Okay. Noted.
But yeah, ideally you'd like to enter Ganon faster than your NMG time, or your any percent time. In particular, the Tempered Sword makes this split, Skullwoods, so much better.
But that's almost all in the moth fight.
It is all in the moth fight, yes. But it is extremely nice.
Fox has a little trouble with the mummies.
That's a pretty difficult room. And the mummies hurt. So in previous splits, being down hearts has not been that big of a deal, but it starts to get really dangerous right about now.
Nice. Fox is able to reach through the wall and slash the Moldorm out of the way, which gives him a little bit of safety from any extra damage. Extra damage. But he's fine at 3 hearts now.
Yeah, so 3 hearts doesn't give us much leeway for the rest of this split. If this were a low percent run and I was on Master Sword, I might consider intentionally dying for a heart refill. Because the moth fight is very dangerous.
Nice deboost from Retro, a hit downward from the spike.
Okay, I would never actually consider intentionally taking a death. Fox, slight mistake here. This is going to be... Okay, it looks like he recovered fine.
Yeah, being able to recover in that room is not easy.
But the Tempered Sword will hopefully turn this moth fight into a cakewalk. Fox did a good job. The hand didn't spawn until that screen. Nicely done. Uh-oh. This looks pretty... Oh, yeah, okay. Moth didn't even really have a chance to do anything. A tiny bit slow, but pretty decent fight. Yep. And Retro took a hit from one of the Ropas, so down a little bit of health there too, but 4 is not really any better than 3. Is one of the problems with Dark World. So we're hoping to see a moth fight at least that good.
Retro uses a slightly safer mummy hallway strat. The Joe mummies.
Yeah, generally, like, strat differences amount to just frames, so it's not that big a deal. So we're going to hope to see a good fight here on Retro's side. Oh, that's a great fight. Nicely done.
Just one spike. And Fox is into the Ice Palace overworld. We're seeing him get a quick warp in the Hyrule Castle portal.
This overworld is not it's not that hard. We're gonna see right there. You have a chance to get hit with the strat Fox used. Didn't get hit, which is great. We want to be full health for as long as we can, because the second screen inside the dungeon is much more convenient with having beams, and then also like the 15th screen, or I don't know which one it is also much more convenient with beams. So we would prefer to be on full health.
Yeah. I could not tell whether Fox got the quick fish strat, and part of the issue is the frame rate at which I'm watching him, and so I couldn't tell if the screen was shaking. But I had to assume it was, since Fox was doing nothing. We're seeing Retro do a different strat on the broken bridge screen, where he doesn't dash right until midway through the screen. I guess it's a walk right. I think it's more prone to enemy RNG because you sometimes have to walk out of the way of the moblin.
I don't know enough of the differences between the two strats, but I do know that the time difference between them is literally 0 frames. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've timed it to be 1 frame of difference. Yeah, it's great.
All right, so Fox stepping into ice. This is a pretty tough split. This screen right here, we want to kill this bottom berry with beams, because sometimes the berries spark, and so you can't slash them, and then you need to fire rod it, and it takes forever to burn, and it just it loses so much time. And then we're going to kill another berry with beams in a few screens here on the conveyor. And then we're going to bomb jump and intentionally take damage, so beams don't matter anymore.
Yes. Oh, slightly? Okay. I won't talk through this. The bombable floor. Fox gets good RNG, and the berries are not in the way. He's able to place his bomb early.
From the Zoras there, but good job getting around them.
Nice conveyor room for Fox using his beams. All right, does Fox get into place for Ice Palace bomb jump? Yes, he does. Oh. Okay. So both runners had a jingle in Ice 2.
Okay, good. Retro did not. Yeah, the jingle is slow, but if you go downstairs on the exact same frame that you get the jingle, none of the sprites load for the rest of the dungeon, and you have to reload the dungeon.
Yes.
So you really don't want to do it.
Right.
That was pretty fast on Fox's side. Oh, Retro did not get the pegs to go up. Not a big deal. We have a switch to hit in the next screen, but One of those just little annoying things, costs a little bit of time.
Yeah. And of course the bar is in the way of the crystal switch. Okay, cold start for Fox. Solid fight. And good bomb jump.
Okay, well. For future reference, if you don't have to wait on the fire bar, you should not bonk over the pit. Just walk. But I was nervous about that because bonking is a little bit slower, and if you have to wait on the fire bar as it cycles back around, it can cost a few extra seconds. Or worst case scenario, you get hit by the fire bar, fall in a pit, and have to redo the bomb jump.
Nice hammer and slash strat for Retro's Lonely Firebar. Nice block push.
Fox had a very good cold stare. We'll see if Retro can do the same. Cold stare is very consistent with Tempered Sword, so I never expect this to go wrong, but the poke dash strats can be a bit finicky if you do them. Looks good.
Good. I was slightly afraid Retro started the last spin late, but it seemed fine. And Retro's laughing at something, I'm not sure what.
Right, so here, Fox is making a climb up Death Mountain. We have to get 2 more things, the Ether Medallion and the Ice Rod. You can basically get these whenever you want. Technically, it's optimal to get the Ether Medallion in the Mire split and not the Swamp split. But when I say technically optimal, I mean it saves like 10 frames.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say 20 frames, but...
maybe. Like, it does not save a lot of time. So you should just do whatever you want to do, is the point. Most runners will... I shouldn't say most. People who do the Ether Medallion here, like Fox and Retro are doing, really want to preserve beams for the second screen of the Mire dungeon. As you can see on Retro's side, Death Mountain does not cooperate. And
yeah. Imagine losing 4 hearts before Mire.
Yeah, so you don't want to be in that situation. But losing 4 hearts for Swamp does not matter. I have seen like maybe 3 Swamp deaths ever. And it's from people who had, you know, the worst possible RNG on basically every screen for the whole dungeon.
Or a young checks at a 135 PV.
Yeah. As you get better, Swamp gets safer. Most splits are safer than they appear at first, but this one in particular... Oh, Retro... accidentally floated to the wrong place.
Yeah, that's costly.
Don't die.
No.
Get in the dungeon.
That was very, very close. Yikes.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I thought I was hoping it wouldn't be the same damage that Fox took, which was from that bomber while Link was swimming, but it double bombed Link.
Yeah, being on 2 hearts for Swamp.
Oh, that's scary.
That's a bit scary. Yeah, there are quite a few hearts that we can pick up in the dungeon. There's like 3 or 4 that are basically in our way or only slightly out of the way. But it's not great.
Yeah. I would be struggling with the mental game if I were retro at this point. Obviously, the earlier situation with Saha rupees would be tough to get through, but yeah, this is a bit of a struggle.
Technically, on the screen Fox is on, there's 3 hearts at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Do not ever get those.
Okay.
They make the rest of the screen so dangerous.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What happened to Retro was Swamp decided he was going to die.
Retro could get that drop heart on the way back through the screen.
Oh, this fire bar is going to hit him. Oh my god, dude.
Of course.
Why wouldn't it, right? And in Swamp, we get the hook shot. A hook shot's my favorite item. I love the hook shot.
It's great.
I kind of wish it had its own button. Like, why couldn't the devs have like made R use the hook shot or something?
That would be so good. We would see hook shot strats everywhere, like we see in randomizer or something. But yeah, they get it. It's great for movement and it's great for major glitches.
Not allowed here, but if you like glitches, yes, hookshot is really cool. Does some fun stuff.
Fox is going into the Argus fight. We'll probably see a 0 cycle attempt. Fox steps into the room about 1.5 tiles. Good 0 cycle. Argus cooperates. Good phase 2.
Yeah, it's very rare not to at least see an attempt on that, since it costs you nothing to try it. But that 0 cycle is one of the hardest tricks in the game. So good job, Fox, getting that. And honestly, he had a pretty good split overall. Okay. I almost saw Retro get hit. I was gonna not be happy, but
Yeah.
We kind of see the duality of Swamp here. Sometimes the enemies just are not in your way and everything goes fine. And sometimes everything wants to kill you and you end up like Retro. Who has done a very good job of managing the dungeon at this point, like coming in with 3 hearts. Or 2 hearts even. Yeah,
for sure. Retro's able to dash straight through the restock room. We're not interested in restocking. And Fox is off to Meyer. How are we looking on this quick warp? It is not quick. He was to the right 1 pixel or so.
Retro appears to have gotten the 0 cycle. Nicely done.
Yo, nice.
Oh, got a poke. That's fine.
I was wondering why that didn't take. Okay, Retro cleans it up. And Argus is down. Fox going into Meyer 2, always a fun room to watch, if done well.
Yes, the reason to have beams for this. Oh, okay. Beams are really fat. They don't look it, but they are.
Okay.
They are extremely wide. That
Yeah.
Beamos was just eating the beams because they're like 14 tiles wider than you think they are.
The room went also slower for us in the commentator's booth because there was some synchronizing happening at the same time.
Fox beats the fireball completely free.
Oops.
Okay, things have happened, but it's fine. Now, Fox lit the torches at 104.59. Here's where I would say that means he's on 124 pace, but we still have to get the ice rod. So he's on low to mid 125 pace right about now, which is a pretty good time.
We also saw a medallion slash from Retro, which saves a few frames getting into Mire. I didn't see what Fox's strat was. That's one of the newer time saves.
Oh, really? Almost perfect room from Retro there. Just really good.
Oh,
Fox with the bad boost. That looks good.
yeah. Fox was boosted past the staircase. How many deboosts would you say there are on that screen?
Like 16 or something. There's a lot.
Huh.
I don't know exactly how many there are. There's like... There's only like 2 I care about. Either you boosted me right in front of the stairs or you didn't.
Yeah. Or yeah. Or you didn't boost because you didn't touch link. If I hear you correctly.
Yeah, that's the best boost, is getting the frame roll. But what can you do?
Alright, spooky action glitch for Fox. The menu is the hardest part.
Retro, I think, had a 106.33. Oh, that's... Okay, we're fine on Fox's side. 106.33 torches, so about 90 seconds difference between the two right now.
Bit of a
Victory's
back
fight. We're gonna take some intentional damage here to get these big spins. Oh, Fox did not get the zero cycle.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that didn't zero cycle, but he did have to clean up 3 eyeballs.
You should have time. I don't know. Yeah.
It had to be frames off because it looked good. But he just didn't take advantage of it somehow.
Normally I would say like 2 of them are going to be alive, and either 2 slashes or 2 arrows will, like, you'll have so much time to get in position. I feel like 3 you have time for, though. It's been a while since I've done it, though, so maybe I'm just wrong.
You're not wrong.
Fox off to the last stop of the game, getting Ice Rod here. And Retro into the vitreous fight. Oh, second spin was... Oh, good job slashing all three.
Yeah, that's a rare one. Nice zero cycle.
Now Fox is off to the last dungeon of the game, I suppose. Cannon's Tower is not... I mean, it's a dungeon.
Last crystal dungeon.
Last crystal dungeon. And our last time on Death Mountain, thank goodness.
Yeah. And specifically Light World Death Mountain. So no more dead rocks after this.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because Dark World Death Mountain is not scary at all. Like,
yeah.
It's got Lionels, but
yeah, Lionels in this game are not a huge deal. In fact, I'd say they're less scary than in Zelda 1.
Yeah. They're probably the least scary version of Lionels that's ever been done.
Yeah.
I didn't see the boost, but I'm assuming it was like a first frame after picking up the rock. Which is immediately offset by the bonk in the dungeon. We mentioned Sankheart about 65 minutes ago. This is a split where Sankheart matters. It doesn't seem like it should matter at this point, but enemies do 4 hearts of damage, and these crystal rollers do 3. So things hurt in this dungeon. And having 13 hearts versus 12 is actually a pretty significant breakpoint. So,
yeah, it's important at the end if a mistake is made on Laser Bridge, in which if you happen to take a 4 heart hit from a laser, you'll probably take a 1 heart fall as well.
Yeah. Significant in this Chomps room, which we got through cleanly. Chomps do 4 hearts of damage, and they are not friendly. They get in your way an awful lot. So always have to get through that screen without taking any damage. Fox's arrow count was 2, so he picked up those arrows right there. 2 is really low.
Yeah, less than 3 is it's a bit of a collect them all mode. Because you've got to get back to 18 and then 10 or so for the upper GT.
Technically, it's only 8, right? But I mean,
yeah,
or 9. But like, you want more.
Yeah. Fox is using a newer strat, walking up to the crystal switch, in which he walks upwards. We see Fox and Aerie do that these days. Oh no! Oh no! Fox got a fairy drop, but it wasn't enough. He still is short for having beams for crystal rollers room.
Okay, and we saw the Chomps not be super friendly on Retro's side, but he managed to get through without taking damage. Oh, Fox is just getting beat up.
Yeah. If I could critique that a little, I'd say Fox went a little too far to the left to open the chest. But that's all I noticed. just he wasn't able to get the squeeze there, which can feel unfair.
The squeeze is not super easy.
Right.
Oh, Retro got the hard strat. Nice. That's the fastest RNG in that room is when you get that strat. It's by far the hardest to do, so excellent job.
It looked like the red beetle was a bit too fast for Fox to get the quick, fast laser skip, but I don't know. Maybe his pixel was off. I'm not sure.
I don't know if that was reading the RNG or not trusting the stop that he got.
Nice pokies too for Retro. Not the fastest RNG, unfortunately.
He'll have an easier time in this screen with beams than Fox did. Hopefully. Beams are fat. Okay, good. Didn't get eaten by the wall. So, good job.
Nice Trinex fight for nice phase 1 for Fox, using 2 dash pokes to freeze the heads. That only cost Fox 2 magic rod shots, but that doesn't really matter too much because we'll see some heart refill.
Yes. Even though we take damage in this split, we have kind of forced a fairy drop. It's not guaranteed, but we basically force it. Oh, Retro was a little low there. So this is a split we would ideally end on full health.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's good practice to conserve magic. The peg puzzle goes well for Retro. Nice to see that. Things you love to see.
Every missing heart costs 10 frames on the refill, whether you're missing a half heart or a whole heart or whatever else. And every pixel of magic costs 1 frame. But you use magic in 16 pixel chunks, so it always costs 16 frames. So,
oh yeah.
Minimum refill time is 32 frames, and if you've lost 6.5 hearts like Fox did, then it's 70 frames basically, no matter what you do. So.
Wait, was a good fight on Retro, magic refill time is 32, not 16?
You'd be missing 2 rod shots, right?
Oh, I see what
32
you're saying.
magic. Yeah.
In Fox's case, yeah. Yep.
If you're in 100% and you have half magic, then yes, the minimum refill would be 16 frames.
Mm-hmm. All right, spike skip room. This is probably Fox's favorite room. It doesn't go his way, but it's nice to see when it does go well.
Spike skip, pretty difficult trick. It does save a decent amount of time, and it's fun to go for, but pretty challenging. And a couple of easy screens on both runners' sides here. Retro just dashing through some Lionels. Fox just walking into some portals. Nothing to it.
And if you indulge me, Dow, what cue do you use for walking up past the Lionels? Fox is going to... I mean, what Link does is he passes 2 patches of grass. So where do you walk up?
My cue is I look at the bridge and I line Link up with the bridge.
Oh,
is that a good answer? I don't have anything like on the ground that I look at because my dash left is different every time.
Yeah. The reason I ask is I've been hit there and I've seen people get hit there. but I think the cause is canceling too early.
Generally speaking, yeah. If you just like dash through the Lionel, they'll never give you any issues, or they shouldn't. Fox took some damage from the anti-fairy, which is pretty annoying because now we need to use an arrow on this screen.
Yeah, and it means Fox doesn't get to do a Mira Mimics attempt. Oh, no. All right, there was a 0 Mimics attempt, I believe. But Fox does not get it, and there's no easy out for him.
Whew, Mimics screen. Any screen, we've kind of glossed over this, but any screen with Mimics on it is in contention for the hardest screen in the game.
Yeah.
The Mimics don't cooperate. The bow is a little finicky. Everything's bad. Oh, good screen from Retro there. Nicely done.
Yeah. The arrows are pretty high value once you have a fast screen. Oop, I'm not sure. Oh, was Fox entranced by the heart drop, maybe?
I'm not sure. Retro had a little bit of trouble.
Oh.
It's okay.
I didn't see what went out of hand there. Or the reason behind it.
It was like one of the shots up, I think, where I didn't see exactly what went wrong, but theoretically it can mess up the cannon fight, but you have to be like really slow. And Retro was able to correct reasonably quickly, so it's not an issue.
Fox has been taking damage, which is not great, but he has been doing well otherwise, so hopefully it's just a momentary lapse.
Okay, that strat is no longer new, but it feels very new to me. That strat's like over a year old.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember commenting on it in one of the other leagues that I commentated in and being like, wow, I've never seen that before.
Right. All right. G2 doesn't go well for Retro. That's okay. Cleans it up.
Gauntlet screens are tough to do fast, and they're just tough to do, honestly. They are not free by any means.
Oh my gosh. G5 goes a little off the rails for Retro. Again, it's just a slight time loss.
Tried a better Land Mola's refight than Fox did.
Solid Moldorm 2 for Fox.
I was going to ask you, even though Fox didn't do it, who came up with the hookshotting through Moldorm? I actually do know the answer to this. This is not.
I learned it from you, I think, because it was during the low percent time.
But it was not me. It was FSG.
I was gonna say it had to be FSG, right?
It was FSG, yeah.
Yeah. And so people in Rando are using it now. And some people like M-Chan who haven't seen a lot of Rando or races lately are new to seeing that strat. So it has been a minute, but it's just kind of interesting how it's been really taken by other communities and groups of people.
The funny thing about that strat is, yes, FSG came up with it when we were doing low percent because we were trying to figure out how to make this Moldorm fight not suck. Because the Tempered Sword makes it pretty easy, but Master Sword's not very good against Moldorm. But then FSG was like, hovering saves like 12 seconds. I'm just gonna hover. So he never did it in runs.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, I was kind of talking through Aga 2, so I didn't see how well that went for Fox, but it seemed normal enough. Now, Fox cannot get hit on Ganon, except for in phase 4. So we should be fine. No, we're not fine. So for some reason, Fox didn't avoid the bats as expected and takes a death. So the race is a little closer now. But
now this is a little bit of a problem. I think the bat cycle might be different now.
I find that it's usually not, but it might be. I don't really know what.
Because he died after they fired and not like in the middle of... Oh no, that looks fine. Okay, should be okay.
Okay. I didn't see where they spawned.
Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Everything's fine. The fire only does 2 hearts.
This is that scene.
Fine.
And the meme.
Okay, Ganon, you can stop warping. Okay. One last trick here to get... Okay, gets Torch Glyph. Nicely done. And now just 12 spins, and Ganon is defeated. So we've got 2 right now. Ideally, we want triples on each torch lighting. We've missed a couple of shots already, but that's fine.
Retro's already into phase 3.
On Retro's side, just gotta light this torch. Baits the bat, lights the torch, good job. And Fox finishes.
GG to Fox.
And Retro should be finishing up here. Looks like just a couple more spins should do it. One more. And GG's to Retro. Good job sticking with it. That was a pretty rough start to the run for him, but was able to have a pretty decent Dark World.
For sure. And hello, we are joined by Fox. Congrats on the win. GG's.
Thank you.
And what happened on the bat avoidance there at the end?
Oh, I just don't do strats that require NMG bats. I got tired of taking hits in rando, and I just started doing strats that are sort of RNG agnostic, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Oh, okay.
I thought the rando strat was have 20 hearts and red mail and just take it.
That does help, yeah.
GG.
GG Retro. Solid fight. By fight I mean fighting the whole video game.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough to get through this one.
Yeah.
That does help, yeah.
GG.
Yeah, I saw you had 7 blue balls and got just, I guess, owned on tree rupees twice. That's pretty rough.
Fighting the whole video game.
Yeah, I guess people got to see a lot of cool backups.
That's the silver lining, yeah. I had 2 good splits, which is more than I expected. But then I also died on Ganon and stuff like that, so didn't turn out very good.
Oh. Yeah, I was watching the stream up until Era, and then I actually turned it off.
Yeah, you all were close in the light world. That was pretty fun to see. Screen for screen, of course.
I haven't done
Mhm.
that Sahasrara rupee strat in years. So I was trying to remember like where to mirror.
Yeah. I was confident you knew it, and it looked fine to me.
It's just been so long, man.
Yeah.
Whenever someone does that, I remember the race where Duck tried to do it, but he placed his mirror like perfectly on the cliff, so it didn't mirror bonk him, but he couldn't get back into the mirror, and he had to run back to the Hyrule Castle warp.
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember that race, but that's funny.
It is a good clip.
It's very good.
So, Retro, things got a bit out of hand in Hera. Do you remember what happened at the bomb jump?
Oh yeah, so when you place it where I placed it, there's no way you can get across.
Okay. Where did you?
Yeah.
How? What did you do? Did you move up too much, or
I think it was too far right.
I placed it way too early, so
Yeah.
it's like
Oh,
buried in the
Okay.
corner. Once I saw that, I said I had to get the other bomb.
gotcha.
Honestly, good job recognizing it because
Mhm.
For Hera EBJ today because I was practicing it and it went really well, but then I just I spent 10 minutes fighting mini Moldorms and
Oof.
had to get every heart, and I just couldn't do anything difficult.
Right. You're fighting for your
Yeah,
life.
I felt like I
I
had
can't
some
believe I
bad
survived
death
that.
mountains, but whatever.
Yeah, your swamp overworld, I didn't get to watch most of it, but I saw you had like 2 hearts entering swamp. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I entered swamp like 15 seconds slower than my average. If that
Brutal.
tells you anything.
Yeah, you were a magnet for bad RNG in that run, in that segment.
I mean, I was trying to save a 126 here, but
Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, you did have 7 blue balls, so this is a much better run than it looks.
I think I was just really happy with my TR. It was a 742,
That's good.
like 3 seconds off my gold. That's my favorite part about this run.
Yeah.
I had a 739 swamp, which I'm pretty happy about.
That's my gold for swamp.
Nice.
And it looks like Retro, you saved time on Ganon's Tower versus Fox in this run. Things got a little hairy for Fox.
That's Vortex's fault. That's not my fault.
Oh, I see.
What Vortex do?
He made me do 0 mimics, and I lost
Oh my god.
easily 5 seconds, maybe 8 seconds in mimics 1.
it was fun to watch.
Wait till you see somebody who can actually do it.
I think the last person I saw actually do it was Corey or something.
I saw Vortex do it. IRC.
I can't believe I flubbed up this Aga 2. It was like all yellow balls. So
Yeah, I think on the second cycle, you just took a little too long to make a decision whether you should spin or slash.
yeah,
And
yeah. I
Should have
felt
been a
that.
spin, I think. But I didn't have the controller in my hand, and it's way harder to make that decision when you're actually holding the controller. So
Yeah.
And it's a race setting, you know.
Yeah. I usually don't get super nervous in races, but for some reason, and specifically TR, I was freaking out. Which I think you might have noticed in my play a little bit. The comms were like, not sure why I was doing some stuff. It was because I was panicking. I don't know why, but just really hit me right there.
Yeah.
I learned in this run, I actually am starting to get some phantom diagonals, and it's not good.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those early. I didn't see any in Dark World or anything, but I didn't have the controller in my hand, so hopefully it's not need a whole new controller issue.
Right?
Yeah, I was worried about that. It's not just the inputs, it's the distraction of it that makes it bad.
Kills the focus.
Mhm.
How many blue balls did you have, Fox?
I had 4.
Okay.
Yeah, this difference was basically just blue balls and tree rupees. Was it?
Oh, it was less than that. It was just blue balls. 4 versus 7 is
24 seconds.
24 seconds. Okay, so it's a little more than just blue balls, but
Yeah, wasn't it like a 40-second difference? 35?
yeah, 38 it looks like.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
no, it was more than 20 seconds for tree rupees, so it was less difference than that.
Yeah.
And you're not even thinking of the first blue tree rupees backup.
No, I'm only thinking of the second backup. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny because I came into Lost Woods. I had 23 rupees. I was like, where can I get 1 rupee? Because there's all the options, and and then I got hit. By the bird.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I lamped the bird because I'm used to being on bow, but I didn't do EBJ. And so I lamped the bird, and then for some reason I was like, this is fine. And I menued to bow and I shot the bird and it worked. But as I was doing it, I was like, oh, he's just gonna hit me. I don't have time to like just lamp and then do all that. Like I can't just stand here. The bird's coming at me, but I turned out I did have time.
Yeah, you probably should have slashed, but it worked out.
Yeah, or
I
just
was
like
in the wrong spot.
held up and
done something
got a
different.
different fourth
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
I don't know if you know this for the backup True Rupees retro, but when you enter the screen with the blue guard, the green guard, and the red guard, you should be aligned with the tree. Because the green guard will always, if you're aligned with the tree.
Yeah.
Because I just saw you were 1 pixel off, and I don't know if you,
Yeah.
you just made a mistake.
When I saw that left guard go up, I was like, I'm short. Yeah, I should have like actually went a little further and just even nudged it and fine. But
Yeah, I'm not trying to criticize. I just know sometimes it's a knowledge thing, and sometimes it's a made a mistake thing. So
yeah, that one was definitely a mistake.
And any other thoughts on the run or on League while you're both here before we wrap up?
I thought
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go. Okay, I'll go. I thought League was pretty good this time around for me, just because I actually had more time to play. A lot of the previous leagues have been just like so inconsistent, and this time around I was averaging 126s, so even in my practice, so I was pretty happy about that.
it's a good time.
Yeah, it was better than I've been doing. I think you've been playing better than me. I think, I don't know. It's weird for me this season of League because like I've been super inactive, and so like my PB is significantly better than the other people in my bracket. But then I think I was in the right bracket because I guess I ended up going 3-0, but I was not winning by miles here. Like this was a close race. My race against PH, I think he would have won except for death to I think it was Vitreous. So yeah, it's been a pretty good season. Obviously, thanks to people like Chex and Dow for stepping up and do a lot of commentary, and thanks to Bacon who started this restream, and to Tom who is apparently going to end this restream.
thanks.
Yeah, I am good with that. Thank you guys for running this race, and good to join you on Comms DAO, as always. So, yeah, we'll throw it over to ZSR.
All right, thank you. That was a fun match. Good job to both the runners. Thank you, the comms, for coming out and calming. This wasn't a randomizer, so I'm not going to thank any tracker because there weren't any. Thank you to chat for coming out to watch. I'm going to throw us over to the otters and then get us out of here. Hope everyone has a good rest of their day.